Very good afternoon, students. I hope all are doing good. Please stay safe and healthy at home. Don't go outside unnecessarily, children. Take care of your health always. Take healthy food. And also, you have started using mobiles often for your online classes. Don't use your mobiles unnecessarily. Use it for your online classes and don't forget to do eye exercise. Take care of your eyes also, children. So, in the last class, we were discussing about the redox reaction. So what is meant by redox reaction? What are the different types of redox reactions we saw in the last class? Today we are going to see how to balance those redox reactions. We know a general chemical reaction, a normal chemical reaction, we know how to balance a chemical reaction, yes or no? But today we are going to see how to balance a redox reaction. We saw how does the redox reaction will look like. So redox reaction means what? If the oxidation number increases, then that particular element has got oxidized. If the oxidation number has decreased, then that particular element has got reduced. So that is how we will find out in a reaction which element is oxidized and which element is reduced. So these both, if the reduction and oxidation they are taking place in a single chemical reaction, then we say that reaction is a redox reaction. So we are going to see the balancing these redox reactions. So we have two methods. One is the oxidation number method, the other one is the ion electron method and half reaction method. So both of these are based on same principle only. In oxidation reduction reactions, the total number of electrons donated by the reducing agent is equal to the total number of electrons gained by the oxidizing agent. So in the oxidation reduction நடக்கிற reactionல ஒரு oxidizing agent இருக்கும், ஒரு reducing agent use பண்ணுவோம், which means the total number of electrons which is donated by the reducing agent, the same will be gained by the oxidizing agent. Okay. So first method we are going to see oxidation number method. So we have two methods we saw, no? One is oxidation number method, the other one is the ion electron method. So in oxidation number method, the number of electrons lost or gained in the reaction is calculated from the oxidation number. So here for which you need to be very clear with the calculation of oxidation number. So how to calculate the oxidation number is the main part here. After calculating the oxidation number, let's see how to do this. So let us consider this equation. This ferrous sulfate reacts with potassium permanganate and sulfuric acid to give iron sulfate and manganese sulfate, potassium sulfate and water. So these are the products. So this is an unbalanced chemical equation. So what to do to balance this redox reaction? So what we have to do is first step. So I'm not going to explain this example. We will see the steps alone. Then we will solve the book back questions. Okay. So one or two questions from book back I will solve. Remaining I'll give it to you as an assignment. If you have any doubt, you can ask me at any time. So first step is you have to identify which one is an oxidant and which one is an reduction. Using the oxidation number concept, which element, so in the equation la எந்த element oxidize ஆயிருக்கு, எந்த element reduce ஆயிருக்குன்றத நம்ம oxidation number method வச்சு identify பண்ணணும். That is the first step. In the second step, so இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா oxidize எது ஆயிருக்கு, iron வந்து +2 ல இருந்து +3 க்கு increase ஆயிருக்கு, so it has got oxidized. Manganese from +7 to +2 reduce ஆயிருக்கு, it has got reduced. So இதை நம்ம identify பண்ணிடுறோம். And then the oxidation number of iron and Fe sulfate changes from +2 to +3 by losing an electron. So we have identified which one is oxidized, which one has got reduced, and we have identified. The step 2 what we have to do is, since the total number of electrons lost is equal to the total number of electrons gained, equate the number of electrons by cross multiplication. So already we saw number of electrons lost will be equal to the number of electrons gained in our beginning le paathom. So we have to cross multiply the number of electrons with the respective formula. So in the equation la பாத்தீங்கன்னா iron வந்து ஒரு எலக்ட்ரான் லூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கு, அதாவது +2 ல இருந்து +3 க்கு இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆயிருக்கிறதுனால ஒரு எலக்ட்ரான் டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கு. மேங்கனீஸ் வந்து +7 ல இருந்து +2 க்கு கம்மியா இருக்கிறதுனால 5 எலக்ட்ரான் டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கு. So we have to multiply that by the number 2. Clear? Because we have 2 Fe in the product, and then potassium also we have 2K2. So that is 2 potassium in the product. So we have to multiply that by 2. You will get one number. For iron you will get as 2. For manganese you will get it as 10. So having that, you have to check whether all the numbers you have put correctly. So இப்போ FeSO4க்கு முன்னாடி இந்த KMNO4க்கு என்ன நம்பர் கிடைச்சதோ அதை என்டர் பண்ணிருக்கணும். இங்க வந்து arrow mark போட்டிருக்காங்க பாருங்க. So the number of electrons lost or gained must be multiplied by the coefficient and then it should be cross multiplied and taken. And after that we have to reduce balance the reactant and product. So இப்போ reactant and product பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ நம்ம first FeSO4 and MnO4 மட்டும் தான் நம்ம பேலன்ஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ரிமைனிங் எல்லாமே டபுள் சைட் பேலன்ஸ் ஆயிருக்கான்னு செக் பண்ணணும். ஸோ that you have to check with one by one element. ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப்பில் என்ன பண்ணோம், ரியாக்டன்ட் சைடு அண்ட் ப்ராடக்ட் சைடில் எல்லாமே பேலன்ஸ்டாக இருக்குதா அப்படின்னு பார்க்கணும். ஸோ பேலன்ஸ் தி அதர் எலமெண்ட்ஸ் எக்ஸப்ட் H and O, which means hydrogen and oxygen தவிர மீதி இருக்கிற manganese, potassium, sulfur இது எல்லாமே பேலன்ஸ் ஆயிருக்கான்னு செக் பண்ணணும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இப்போ ரியாக்டன்ட் சைடில் பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா 10 சல்ஃபர் ஆட்டம்ஸ் இருக்குது, which means 10 FeSO4ன்றதுனால 10 சல்ஃபர் இருக்குது. ப்ராடக்ட் சைடில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 18 சல்ஃபர் ஆட்டம் இருக்குது. ஸோ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும், அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி we have to increase in the reactant side. reactant sideல 10 வரதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும், you have to just put 5 before. So இப்போ 5 multiply பண்ணோம்னா we will get a 10. So therefore the difference எவ்வளோ இருக்குன்றதை கண்டுபிடிச்சி நம்ம ஹைட்ரஜன், ஆக்சிஜன், ரியாக்டன்ட் சைட், ப்ராடக்ட் சைடில் we will do. ஸோ இது உங்களுக்கு ஃபஸ்ட்டு இந்த அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங் உங்களுக்கு கிளியராக இருக்காது. I can understand. First time இதை பார்க்குறீங்க. This is also something very what to say, if you understand this is very easy. If you don't understand it will take time. So first step is you have to identify the oxidation number. Based on the oxidation number you have to identify which one has got oxidized, which one has got reduced. That is the first step. Then you have to identify the number of electrons lost and number of electrons gained and cross multiply that value. After that you cross multiply and enter near that equation as a coefficient. After that balance the remaining elements. Is it clear? So we will see the book back question. Now we will understand. We will see the book back question in both the method, ion electron method and oxidation number method. First we will complete the oxidation number method, then we will go to the ion electron. Now we are going to see the example for book back question, oxidation number method. Now see here, this is a book back question, 44th question. First subdivision, K2Cr2O7 Ki and H2SO4, that is potassium dichromate, potassium iodide and sulfuric acid reacts to give potassium sulfate and chromium sulfate, iodine and water. So what we have to do is we have to identify which one has got oxidized and which one has got reduced. So இங்க பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா mostly you can ask, miss, how to identify எந்த எலிமெண்ட்டை நான் வந்து oxidation number calculate பண்ணும்போது எதை நான் Xன்னு எடுக்கிறதுன்னு you can ask me. So how you can identify is that mostly the D block element only will be what? It will be oxidizing number will be changing. Oxidation number D block element. Appa K2Cr2O7 la chromium is a D block element. Appa chromium oda oxidation number namakku theriyadu. So I am taking it as 2x. So chromium yen 2x nu eduthukuren, 2 chromium irukku. Cr2 reactant la chromium 2 irukku. So 2x nu eduthukanum. Potassium ku it is always 1. Potassium comes under the group 1 element. Group 1 element oxidation number enna +1. So K2 ங்கிறது 2 times இருக்கிறதுனால 2 into 1. And oxygen O7 இருக்கு. Oxygen ஓட ஒரு oxygen value is 7. So 7 into -2. Clear? And then now you just multiply and then simplify. You will get the answer for chromium. The oxidation number is +6. Next reactant என்ன இருக்கு? Ki. Ki ல iodine நமக்கு தெரியாது, பொட்டாசியம்க்கு தெரியும். பொட்டாசியமோட ஆக்சிடேஷன் நம்பர் +1, அயோடினுக்கு தெரியாது, Xன்னு எடுத்துக்கணும், equal to 0. You will get the answer as X is equal to -1. So the oxidation number of iodine is -1 in Ki. Next is H2SO4. H2 எப்பவுமே சல்ஃபரோட oxidation state in H2SO4 will be 6. So keep that in mind. So always group 1 element +1, group 2 element +2 and potassium na +1 தான் வரும். அப்போ சல்ஃபருக்கு it is always 6 and then hydrogen minus 2, oxygen plus 1. So, இதை ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணும். இப்போ reactant side calculate பண்ணியாச்சு நம்ம oxidation number. Going on to the product side. Product side we are having K2SO4. K2SO4 லையும் நமக்கு sulfur தெரியாது. So, sulfurக்கு நம்ம calculate பண்ணி பார்த்தோம்னா you will get the answer as 6. Every time you will not get 6. So, you have to calculate and check it out. And Cr2SO4 thrice இருக்கு. So, இதில் we have to identify the oxidation number very carefully because we are having SO4 thrice ன்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு. So, 3 into sulfur 6 plus 4 into minus 2 for oxygen. So, the bracket la irukradha proper careful ah podnom. Chromium ku theriyadu, taking it as 2x because 2 chromium are there. So, if you multiply and simplify and get the answer, you will get x is equal to 3. Next is iodine metallic state la irukku. It is always 0. In the rules alla nama last class dhaan paathom. Iodine metallic state la irukradhanaala it is 0. Now on the equation ku mela ipo namakku reactant and product side la ella oxidation number ready in the calculate பண்ணியாச்சு. So you have to write the respective identified oxidation number on the top of that metal in the equation. இப்போ K2Cr2O7 Cr2 க்கு கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கோம் plus 6 ன்னு, Ki க்கு minus 1 ன்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கோம், H2SO4 ல sulfur க்கு plus 6, K2SO4 லயும் sulfur க்கு plus 6, Cr2SO4 thrice ல Cr2 க்கு plus 3, iodine 0 ல இருக்கு. இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா Cr2 reactant side ல plus 6 ன்னு இருக்கு, product side ல plus 3 ன்னு இருக்கு. அப்போ plus 6 ல இருந்து plus 3 கம்மி ஆயிடுச்சு. அப்போ அது என்னது? oxidation number decrease ஆச்சுன்னா it has got reduced. Ki and iodine பாத்தீங்கன்னா minus 1 ல இருந்து 0 க்கு increase ஆயிருக்கு, it has got oxidized. So, இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்? Ki ல இருக்கிற iodineக்கும் K2Cr2O7 ல இருக்கிற Cr2க்கும் எத்தனை electrons differ ஆயிருக்குன்னு பார்க்கணும். Cr2க்கு reactantக்கும் productக்கும் எத்தனை electrons differ ஆயிருக்கு? 2 plus 6 ல இருந்து plus 3 க்கு decrease ஆயிருக்கு. So, 3 electrons. So, put 3 electrons and iodineக்கு வந்து ஒரு electron differ ஆயிருக்கு from the reactant and product. Into 3 electrons into how many chromium we are having? 2 chromium. So, 3 electron into 2. In iodine only 1 electron and only 1 iodine. So, 1 electron into 1. You will get the answer as 6 and 1. அந்த 6 என்ன பண்ணணும்னா Ki-க்கு முன்னாடி கோஎஃபிஷியன்ட்டா எடுத்துக்கணும். இந்த 1 K2Cr2O7 உடைய கோஎஃபிஷியன்ட்டா எடுத்துக்கணும். புரியுதா? And after that you have to check for the product side. இப்போ K2Cr2O7 ல K2 reactant ல K2 இருக்கு, product ல K2 இருக்கு. Okay, Cr2 we are having 2 Cr2 in the reactant side, product side ல we are having 2 Cr2, then 2 Cr. Then oxygen, here we are having 7 oxygen, not only 7, along with that you are having 4 here. See here, iodine, oxygen you keep it, hydrogen and oxygen you will deal at the last. Go for iodine. Iodine we are having 6 iodine, but in the product side we are having only 2. So என்ன பண்ணா நமக்கு 6 இருக்கும், 3 போட்டோம்னா 3 into 2 will be 6. So 3 iodine போட்டுடணும். Then you check for sulfur. How many sulfur you are having? Reactant la you are having only 1 sulfur, in the product side you are having 7 sulfur. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணோம்? reactant la H2SO4 க்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு 7 போட்டுட்டோம்னா sulfur இந்த சைடு பேலன்ஸ் ஆயிடும், அந்த சைடும் பேலன்ஸ் ஆயிடும். Clear? And hydrogen and oxygen you just count and see. Hydrogen பாத்தீங்கன்னா இங்க 7 sulfur போட்டதனால H2SO4 காக hydrogen வந்து 14 ஆயிருச்சு. அப்போ water இங்க H2 மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு. அப்போ அங்க 7 போடணும். புரியுதா? Then remaining everything has got balanced. So very clearly you have to identify the oxidation number for the reactant and product for which it is not known. After identifying, you have to write on the equation, particularly on the top of that element, and identify which has got oxidized and reduced. See the electron difference. The number of electrons gained will be number of electrons lost will be equal, and then multiply with the coefficient of that particular element which has got oxidized and reduced, and cross multiply and write the coefficient and check whether in the reactant and product side all are equal. Reactant la irukra number of electrons, number of atoms the product side la irukanu check pannu, and then you finally give the equation by changing the coefficients alone. So this is how we will calculate I will send you this PDF. You check once very clearly. I have written and given very clearly. If you have any doubt, please ask me. All the 4 subdivisions I have worked out for you. Next is ion electron method. Please work out and see, children. If you work out this more than 2 or 3 times only, you will understand.